So guys, welcome back to my channel here in IvainTures. Today I'm in Seoul, South Korea at the Korean War Memorial. This is one of the deadliest battles of the Cold War. This is actually the second deadliest battle that the Marine Corps endured and the US in general, and the fifth overall as far as the number of casualties. But the Korean War is also known as the Forgotten War. Why? It's because it hasn't gotten the attention that other conflicts like World War I, World War II, and Vietnam War has gotten. About 5 million people perished during the war, in which about 40,000 US military troops. So I'm here today to visit this museum and kind of see what they have here. Out of respect for the troops, thank you for your service. For those of you who are serving the US military or the Korean military, you know, I want to say thank you for your service, guys. So I'm here in Seoul about the Korean War Memorial, and I'm about to get inside. But before I do, I just wanted to show you guys this larger than life sculpture that they have over here. It's very powerful, the display. I repeat, about 5 million civilians and service members perished during the conflict. Why did it start? This conflict actually is still going on today because North and South Korea are still separated and there's still tension at the border. From time to time, you will hear different things regarding practice runs and missiles flying around. It's a little bit tense at the border right now, and it has been since the conflict. So these two nations are technically still at war. So here we are, a conflict that has not ended, but again, I want to bring you awareness to this conflict and say thank you for those who served. Hopefully one day North and South Korea will be at peace. That's all we can hope for. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what they have. A little bit of a walk. Right behind me are the grand statues that I showed you earlier, on the left and on the right. Very different. And then this large monument right there. Very impressive. And they have all the different flags of the different nations that have contributed and fought for and sacrificed during the Korean War. I'm gonna walk over there right now. To all the Marines watching this, hoorah! This is a battle that has earned the Marine Corps respect as one of the top, or I should say, the top and the most elite fighting force in the US military. The Chosin Reservoir came to name the Chosin Few. And that's when the US Marine Corps came face to face with the People's Republic of China army that entered the conflict to the north. So, as a Marine myself, this is a battle that I've learned from boot camp. The Chosin Reservoir. So being over here, I had to come and take a look. So guys, these are the memorials that they have here for the nations that have fought for and sacrificed. So you have, I will name them all: Germany, Denmark, Sweden, Ethiopia, imagine that, Belgium, South Africa, Turkey, New Zealand, Canada, the Commonwealth of Australia, and the United States of America. From 1950 to 1955, they provided troops, naval forces, air forces. 92,000 were wounded in action, and 37,000 died during the conflict. No longer the Forgotten War. This is powerful. And that's the United Nations right there. All right. So the other nations that participated, you have South Korea itself, the United Kingdom, the Netherlands, France, the Philippines, Thailand, Hellenic Republic, the Luxembourg, Republic of Colombia. Oh wow, Colombia participated, that's nice. India, Norway, and Italy. So that's what you have on this side. So on both the left and the right side of the museum, you have this memorial as a thank you to all the countries that fought. Some of the equipment that they still have over here, some artillery, some old tanks. Let me show you. You got the airplanes, and these are actual planes that, you know, equipment that were used during the Korean War, and it was in 1950, so not too long ago. I had the pleasure to serve in the US Marine Corps in the early 2000s, and the Korean War is one of those conflicts that they talked about a lot in boot camp with the Chosin Reservoir. So this could have easily been World War III, but hopefully things do not, you know, get worse. I was talking to a taxi driver today who actually has family in North Korea, and you know, it's really sad they can't go up there. But as a Marine, I was a tanker, so I have a lot of affair with these vehicles. And here you have an M72 motorcycle. How cool do you think this would be today? Probably not very useful, right? Especially not in the front lines. So yeah, take a look at that. Man, beautiful track, huh? Outstanding, outstanding. Look at that one. Wow. And these are artillery pieces. It's very nice to see all this equipment in person. Museum, there are two vehicles I want to show you. The first one is a vehicle that was gifted to the first president of South Korea, President Ri, here in 1956 by President Dwight Eisenhower. This is the vehicle. This is the first bulletproof vehicle introduced in South Korea. So guys, right behind me is the second vehicle that I want to bring to your attention here. In 1950, USSR donated this vehicle to Kim Song-tu. It was captured by the opposite forces, and President Ri of South Korea donated it to a widow in the US, and she drove it home, but the car broke down and she had to barter it for an American car. This is a Russian-made vehicle. So it was in 1969 that after 13 years of research that they found out that the dealer in New Jersey had this vehicle, and it was returned to South Korea and now placed in the museum. So this was the gift from the USSR to the North Korean leader at the time, Kim Song-tu. Outside the museum, you have the remnants of the equipment, military gear, warfighting vehicles that are here from you know, the Korean War. So take a look. That's a whole lot of vehicles, guys. All kind of tanks, planes. Behind me you have a battleship. Look at that big old plane right there. Man, look at that. One thing I want to point out about this battleship is the bullet holes that are left on the body of the ship. Every little dot that you see in red, those are the bullet holes right there. The price of freedom, guys. The price of freedom. That's a submarine right there. All right. There's people that are getting a little bit too excited about these vehicles over here. This is an M57. Let's get in there. So this is where the guys will be navigating from the main ship to the sea and get dropped off. This is for amphibious landing, guys. Wow. And then you have the driver's hole right there. The hatch is very similar to one of the tank. Very similar hatch. Amazing. Let's get out. Before heading to the DMZ, I just felt that it was necessary for me personally to come to this museum to see, understand even more the importance of the DMZ, why it's such a hot area. It's a great museum. I highly recommend as a top thing to do when you come to Seoul.